The best of the morning X99X.
Got a very fascinating someone you should know. This is a phenomenally wild story featuring a gentleman in Alabama. His name is Robert Gary. Mr. Gary is, let's see, how old are you, Mr. Gary?
81.
81 years old.
Yes, sir.
What was the TV show that you were recently featured on? Was it the NBC Nightly News or?
I think it was, oh, gosh.
Well, it was one of those shows. It was like Dateline.
Right,
It was one of those Tom Brokaw pieces.
Tom Brokaw, that was it.
Yeah, it was on the Tom Brokaw.
Apparently, you've got a fascinating story.
Let's see. Let's bring people through this. This event occurred when?
It was the latter part of September in Jacksonville, Florida.
And you were where?
We were at a seafood place called Sam's Seafood Cafe.
Sam's Seafood Cafe
on Blanding Boulevard.
What town is that?
Jacksonville,
Florida.
Jacksonville, Florida.
Tell us what happened while you were having dinner.
Ma'am?
Tell us what happened while you were having dinner.
Well, we were sitting there, and I had my wife and my three sisters were all in the same booth, and we were sitting to the right of the door as you went in, and about 3 booths from the door, and we had just gotten our meal and taken about 2 or 3 bites, and this person in a camouflage suit and a mask on with a sawed-off shotgun busted in the door and said, everybody down, and a lot of them got down on the floor, and most everybody got on the table, but I don't know why, but after it was over with, my sister said they didn't see how I kept so calm.
So now, wait, one man walks in camouflage.
Was he robbing the place?
And he starts screaming. What was he screaming? Get down on the floor, get down on the floor.
Oh, he just hollered, everybody down.
And he had a shotgun?
A sawed-off shotgun.
Okay. And, of course, you couldn't tell what he looked like because of the mask. And
yeah, one of the waitresses, and I don't know why he took her back to the preparation area, but she had just been there 2 weeks and didn't know how to open the safe or the vault cash register.
So he has the gun on her now.
Right. Well, he had it in his hand and had her.
Right.
And there was only one guy?
That's all right there. Well, he had 2 accomplices out in the car waiting on him up the corner of the building.
So then what happened?
Well, he came back out to the cash register, and the cash register was about, 10 feet from the door as you walk in, right straight in.
Okay.
Were you on the floor?
No, that's what I was saying. My sisters said they didn't know how I kept so calm. But when he walked up to the cash register and turned her loose, well, I've got a little .22 caliber pistol I carry in my pocket, like a little pocketbook.
Why do you carry it?
For personal safety and protection.
Okay.
And I had a permit, and but when he turned her loose, I had a clear shot at him, right looking right at him, and I fired, and just about the same time, somebody right behind me on the left-hand side fired.
Fired as well? Someone else hit him too?
Well, I don't know. They don't know which one of us hit him.
But, I mean, there was somebody else in the restaurant who also had a gun?
Yeah, there's a fellow named Chris Moore.
So where did you aim?
Well, I just aimed at his body, and the bullet's still in him, so the ballistics can't prove who hit him, but they didn't teach me at Paris Island to miss.
They didn't teach him at Paris Island to miss.
Or were you a Marine?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes,
well, when you were getting your gun, were you not worried he was going to see the movement of your arm going towards your pocket?
Well, now, I was sitting in the booth, and he was standing up front. But when he came in, I took my pocketbook out of my left pocket and reached back and got just a little thing like a pocketbook.
Wow.
And of course, he couldn't see that.
Right.
He was. In fact, I guess he didn't look when I raised it to fire.
So was it a quick motion? You raised it up and boom, or did you take a second and aim?
Well, I just aimed and fired.
Yeah.
Were your sisters sitting next to you at the time?
They were laying down on the table. I had two sisters across from me laying down on the table.
Unbelievable.
One kneeling in the
And I'm also guessing the guy saw, with all due respect, probably an 81-year-old gentleman who he figured, how's this guy going to do anything, right?
Well, I don't know whether he even saw me or not.
It was happened so fast,
He was
probably.
in the zone, I'm sure. He was scared.
Yeah.
Bravo TV star Lala Kent holds nothing back.
There's been so many times where I'm like, I apologize that I said that, but that wasn't meant for you to hear.
Feel you there.
How fun would it be to bring in some Bravo celebrities and make our own bracket?
Iconic.
All right, I'll take Dorinda, you take Sonia.
Sonia is who I wish I could be.
You and me both. I cannot be someone in the program. What's PTO?
Pay time off. See? You've never had a real job.
Give them Lala.
It is nothing but honesty.
You guys know.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
And,
So then you hit him, and then what happened?
Well, he ran out the door, and
right, because a 22 is not normally enough to take a guy down
But
immediately.
He's holding a sawed-off shotgun. He didn't shoot back at...
Oh, yeah, good point.
well, that's what I was thinking later on. If one of us hadn't hit him, he would have probably, by being disappointed, he would have fired back. Most shotguns have 2 shells.
Right.
And I think maybe he might have turned around and fired back in there to the, among the customers.
And he didn't.
That's a little Magnum anyway. It's a Magnum. It's not a regular 22. It's
It's a
22 Magnum.
Oh, okay. That's got a little bit more pop to it.
Right. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
So when you got him, he ran outside?
Yeah, and the policeman found the shotgun outside the door.
Uh-huh.
And somebody later on said he ran up in front of the building and got in the car with 2 men. And they put out an APB and found him in, I think, St. Vincent's Hospital.
Uh-huh.
And we found out later on that the bullet couldn't be removed for some reason.
So he's still in the hospital.
No, he's out.
He's out.
But,
He's in jail, I would presume.
Well, the detective said he would spend some time. They still got my pistol, but
Wait a minute. He's not in jail?
they said he'd serve some time. Now, I don't know. I haven't. I would imagine he'd be out on bond.
When was the last time you shot that thing?
Last time I shot it,
Yeah.
oh, that was it.
I mean,
That was it.
before that.
Paris Island, probably.
WW2, the big one.
Sir?
Man.
Were you which war did you
World
serve?
War II.
You were in WW2.
I was in the South Pacific for 11 months. I had action against Iwo Jima, Okinawa, and the homeland.
Robert, you're lucky he didn't fire that Big Mac Daddy back at you.
Well, that's what I'm thinking about, Jim. If one of us hadn't hit him, he would have probably just, emptied those shells back there towards everybody else.
I'm sure he didn't know what hit him. He didn't know if it was a 22, if it was what. He just knew he got shot.
He just knew he'd been shot, and it had hollow point. Mine had hollow points in it.
Oh my God!
For those that don't know,
So-
a hollow point
yeah.
bullet, whatever you hit, it stays inside and expands, as opposed to
Right, it expands
I
when
didn't
it
know
hits.
that.
Now, I was wondering, you're in the diner, and you've got the gun fixed on him at some point. You didn't say, "Go ahead, make my day,"
No, I forgot to say that.
because that's immediately. I thought of.
I forgot to say, go ahead and make my day.
I'm thinking of that scene from Dirty Harry when the guy's robbing the diner.
And Robert, I'm surprised you just shot once.
Well, I didn't have a chance to. I had 2 shots. I have 2 shots in it, 2 bullets, and when he was hit, he ran out the door. I mean, just
He didn't say anything?
no, he didn't say a thing.
Did and you say the other guy who shot him, just another patron, right?
Right.
And that is, well, I'll tell you what, it's like the OK Corral down there in that part of
Jacksonville.
Well, it's getting like that
Country.
here in Birmingham. I wish they'd send my pistol.
You need your pistol back. Well, that's amazing. Did you, when you had mentioned that you were trained at Paris Island,
Yes, sir.
and you served in, was it the Marines, I guess?
Yes.
So at some point, do you think that training helped? You seemed to have been fairly fearless in that situation. I'm guessing the average person may not have had the presence of mind. Do you think that a lot of your Marine training helped you?
I would think so.
I would think so.
Yes.
I feel like I'm talking to my dad right now.
Quite a story, Robert. Thanks for taking time to tell it to us.
Well, one more thing. They said the ballistics would never prove who hit him, but I was looking right at him and aimed right at him, and this other man, he bragged about he and his wife had been looking for something like that, but there was a hole in the door facing, the little 2 inch by 3/4 inch panel that runs around the door.
Uh-huh.
right in front of him, where he was standing, there was a hole that went right straight in the door, about 3 feet from the ceiling.
So it looks like it was your bullet that hit
That's what I
him.
was thinking, but he bragged about he and his wife had been looking for something like that, and he was always prepared and all that.
Right.
So.
We'll give you the points,
Wow.
Robert.
81-year-old Robert Gary at a diner one afternoon winds up in a shootout
In
in
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville, Alabama.
Someone you should
Jacksonville,
know.
Florida.
I say Jacksonville, Florida. Lives in Alabama.
Thanks,
Right.
Robert. Hang on 1 second.
The best of the Morning X.
99X.
The Sean Ryan Show Peak Points. Get timeless inspiration from the very best of the Sean Ryan Show.
What do you think of working with the SEALs? We went out every night going after bad guys. I was humbled.
There was no going back home. I would be in another room crying because I was afraid to go to sleep because of what was coming for me in the middle of the night.
How long did it take you to be able to talk about
A long time. But I realized my experiences may help other people too.
the men like yourself are considered legends in the community?
You're right.
The Sean Ryan Show Peak Points. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.